folks, how you doing? Suzy Meadows here. Welcome, welcome. It is Monday. Oh, I gotta look at the calendar. Where is it? It is April 11th, and this is my normal Facebook Live at 5 p.m. So welcome. As you come on, I hope you leave a comment and let me know you're joining me. Let me know where you're from. Like I said, this is a Facebook Live. You'll know we're live. If you look up in that corner up there, you'll see a red rectangle that says live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, which is lovely. I know most of you do watch the replay, either here on Facebook or over on YouTube, because I do save this over on YouTube, because I know not everybody does Facebook. So, but welcome. I hope things are going well for you on this Monday. Here in Central Indiana, it's been a little bit rainy, different places. The rain actually missed me, but it's been around several other places. And but we got some more coming, and that's okay. It's 60-ish. It's springtime. It's all good. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and flip you down, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. So, yeah. So I'll just flip you down. So, you know, when I do that, that means I get close to the camera. We get a little bit close. You get to see a little bit more of me than what you really want to see. And I need to move the camera. I know that. So we're going to go like this. See if I've got this in here. There we go. And I need to double check on my iPad that we are actually broadcasting, because my phone says we are, but you know how that is. Sometimes, So get that turned over here just a little bit. Okay. I'm scrolling down, scrolling. So it looks like we are. Excellent. Okay, good deal. Well, hey, what you see here, now it's interesting, on my iPad it looks a little fuzzy, so I hope it's not. If you're watching it live, it may be, but I tell you what I have found, the replay shows it well. I share my internet with a lot of neighbors, and so sometimes the bandwidth isn't where I'd really like it to be, but that's okay. So what you see here, these 3 stamp sets, we are going to play with the home and garden today. But I'm going to be doing a garden class at the library, a paper craft class, April 21st. And we're going to also use the garden bird houses and the flowering rain boots. Now, last week, this is the card I made with the flowering rain boots. I didn't use any of the dies, just the stamps. So we'll be using 3 bundles to make 5 different projects. Now, you've got plenty of time to sign up if you're local. I'm just going to scoot this over a little bit here. This is actually where you can catch up with me. Let me scoot this all down here. Here is craftingwithsuzy.stampinup.net. And that's where you can find details on this class or any of the other things I do. My other classes, if I've got any specials or anything. And this is my host code for the month of April. If you're interested in buying anything, I'd love to be your demonstrator. But hey, we are going to play with this home and garden tonight. Just to show you the garden birdhouses, I used this a long time ago when it first came out and made several cards. But this is one I made just recently using some of the pretty paper. So we'll get this out of the way, but this is going to be one of the bundles we'll be using. And like I said, the flowering rain boots, we'll be doing that, also using that. Get that out of the way. Make some room here. And this is the card I teased you with. And I've got a couple others I want to show you. But tonight, we're going to use this stamp set. And we're just going to use the stamps. I am not going to use the dies. Here's the shovel, as you can see. And we'll use the ladder. And this has a set of dies that you can use. And I'll show you some projects using these dies. So we're going to get this out of the way here. And get this back out of the way. Get some stuff over here. There we go. Got to get a little swig of water here before we get going. Okie dokie. Okay. We are just going to use some white cardstock. This is a normal card base that I have already scored. And I'm just going to fold it. Get that out of the way here a little bit. And there we go. So we've got our card ready to go. And I'm going to use some evening evergreen. This is all I'm going to use, guys. Oh, nope, I got one more thing. I've got two other little pieces. So this evening evergreen is going to fit right there. And this is our art panel, and it's going to go there. And I'm going to show how to use this stamp set without the dies. So I have a little scrap piece of this New Horizons Designer Series paper. I don't know if I've used this several different times, but I just love this. You've got solids, but you also have scenery. And there's actually a bundle that goes with it. But I've just got a little scrap of it. We're going to make some grass. Give us a good boundary here. But before we get going, we're going to stamp like I said, this is going to be our grass. There we go. Okay, I see we got some folks joining us. Excellent. So I'm going to ink up. I'm just using the black Memento ink, and I'm just going to ink up my ladder. Now this has sentiments for Dad's Father's Day, but it also has, let me see, I think I want this right. I'm going to lower this. I'm going to put that right there. Go straight down. Let the ink transfer. There we go. Lovely. And now we're going to use shovel. I'm going to use this for a Father's Day card, but there's also thanks for helping me grow, birthday wishes, and it can be masculine, and I've actually made masculine cards, but I have several gardeners that, and myself included, that the gloves, the shovel, the hand trowel, the rake, and the clippers, shears, whatever you call them, those are tools I use all the time. I don't use a ladder unless I have to, but I have to do that on some home improvement things. But otherwise, I use this for my gardening. So for me, when I saw this stamp set, it's like, yep, that's going to be mine. Because like I said, I've got some gardeners in the family. And like I said, we're just going to, make this into the grass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my shovel on it right there. There we go. Yep. Okay, and while we've got the ink out, we're going to use the sentiment. I'm going to do birthday wishes. So I'm wrong. I told you Father's Day. The other examples I've got, one of them is a Father's Day. But this is just birthday wishes. And so I'm going to just flip this over here and just go straight down. Now, this is what happens. You see how crooked that is? When I don't pay attention and I put the stamp and the sticker on, I wasn't paying attention, as you can see. And so it's a little counter-whoppered. But the thing is, I know it's straight because if I look here, the sentiment is straight on the rubber. So that was just my goof in doing that. But, you know, sometimes I'm not perfect. Lots of times I'm not perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is, like I said, I'm acting like I don't have the dies. I don't have a die cut machine. So this is how I can make this card with just some scissors. But it's going to give it a different look here. So I'm just, this is what you call fussy cutting, but it's not much. So there we go. That's going to go right there. Okay. Now I want to make like some, I'm going to trim right there and right there. That's where my legs are. I'm going to make some grass, like not gobs, but just a little bit. So I'm just cutting some grooves in there. And because I want to be able to see my ladder. There we go. That's where my ladder feet are. And I'm going to make just, like I said, I'm not going to do a lot of it, just a little bit. You can make a whole bunch of grass if you wanted. I don't want to. I'm not going far enough. I don't have the right glasses on. I have the glasses, the reading glasses. Actually, they're my computer glasses, so I need a different pair on, don't I? Because I can't see you very well. If I put it out at arm's length, I can see it, but that's not helping anything. Here we go. I'll get it. And I think I'll do one here. And one there. Okay. So now you're wondering, what the heck? Why is she doing that? Well, let me show you. What it's going to do is it's going to, see, it's going to look like some grass. And that's what I was wanting it to do. Now I want just a few more pieces off here. It's a little detail, but I think it's cute. You know, you can use some dyes and you wouldn't need to do anything, but I want to show you what you can do without dyes. So I want that to go right here. So I'm going to, now I'm not trimming it just yet. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. And the key thing is to line up where my shovel was, which is there and there. Okay, now I'm just going to flip it over and cut off my extra right here. Line up with the art panel and we're bingo. Okay, so right there, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, you know, one thing else I wanted to do, and I didn't do that. I have another extra piece. I want to do some gloves. I forgot. So I'm going to come over here and get my gloves. And I need a block, which I just happen to have right here. And like I said, this is so, this is if you don't have the dies, what you would do. So I just stamp my gloves on there. This will not take me long at all. Get that over here. And I'm just cutting on the outside. I'm leaving a little bit of green. I guess I could go toe on the line, cut on the line, but I'm not too worried because when you look at this, you're going to be seeing the gloves. Most people are not going to be looking to see how close did she get to the line. Did she get all the way to the line? And I'm not worried about it. There we go. Okay, so get that out of the way. So we're going to use these. Now I want to, I'm going to cut this just a little bit, down just a little bit. And I'm going to put that right here. Okay, now I could measure and cut everything ahead of time. And sometimes I do that, but not all the time. Here's an example of not. So I'm going to cut around this piece here to get my boundary. Okay, so there we go. Like I said, I could put this on my trimmer real easy, but if you don't have all these supplies, you know, I've been crafting for years and years, so I've got a lot of supplies, and I realize not everybody does. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of glue here, and we're going to put it right here in the, more or less in the center. And then we will glue it on. Don't let me forget, gang, I've got 3 other projects I want to show you with this. So right here, see, it's a really simple card, but we're going to add a few things. Here's our birthday wishes. I could glue it right on there, or I could bump it up with some dimensionals. And I'm going to bump it up with some dimensionals. Just a couple. These are foam, and they just give a little bit of elevation here. So we're going to put that right there. And on the back of my gloves, my work gloves, gardening gloves, and I think I want that right, where do I want it? You know, I could go right here. I think I want to go right, or I can go over here. Yep, right there is where I want to go. So there we go, gang. Here is a really simple and easy card using the home and garden stamp set without the dies. Because what I did a little bit of fussy cutting. I added a little bit of that horizon paper to make it look good, to give it a little bit of variety, like some grass to ground it. So let me show you some of the other projects that I have used with this. Now this one, I used the dies. I stamped and then cut out the ladder and the gloves with the dies. Let me pull them over here. See, here's the dies here. So I use those. Now this plank, this is fun. And I'll show you something else because you see how it's got that texture? It makes you see the grain, which is really neat. And these actually, I use the, let me see, what did I use? The Horizon dies and the Horizon paper because I wanted some more. Now this is actually one of the, it's on the clearance rack. And it is the, what is it? It's the ombre gift tags. These little treat bags are really nice because you can fold them in half, put some ribbon on there and tie it. And when you open it up, you can put a gift card. And then here, in fact, I'm going to be putting some other things in here because this is going to be a birthday gift. So, and actually this idea came from Sherry. There's a demonstrator in Indianapolis that was talking about how she did these. And I thought that was a really neat idea. Now here's another card I made, and this I did use the dies. I did for the shovel and for the ladder. And these are the wood planks. So I'm sort of thinking that looks like a fence. And here's some grass that's in here. And this here is the Brick Mortar 3D embossing folder. So this one was fun. Now, this paper is excellent to use for this. And this is the In Good Taste, and it's going bye-bye. So if you're interested in it, you better grab some. It is really fun. It's 12 by 12, and it's got all these different textures. It's got like fabric on one side, but on the other side, it's either stone or wood. It's really fun. But the wood grain is perfect to use with this bundle. So, and then one other I wanted to show you. This here is another one. I use that In Good Taste paper for the ladder and for the shovel handle. And here I actually use some of our foil, our metallic papers on here. And this here, once again, is the folder. But what I did on this one, I ran my ink pad across this to make it look like brick. So that was another one. Now this, Happy Dad's Day, like I said, I did a couple Father's Day. Here's one of them. This one here, this sentiment is in the Home and Garden, Happy Father's Day. But this Happy Dad Day, this is in the Happy and Heartfelt. Happy Dad Day. And then I also like there's another one. There's a Hello Baby. There is, what did I see? Someplace on here I saw Hello Mom Day. So this was fun. So this is a fun stamp set that's available too. So gang, here's the projects. So if you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, this is how you can get a hold of me. You can contact me here. If you're interested in shopping, I'd love to be your demonstrator. These are this is the next class that's coming up here in Lebanon. And I think that's pretty much it, gang. Oh, the one thing I wanted to show you is the new annual catalog is out. I can't open it up, but it is pretty. And there's some fun things in there. And just to show you one of the things I've been playing a little bit with some of the new papers. Let me get them out of here. I got it stuck down. Some of the new papers. That's been really fun. And here we go. So just doing a little bit of playing. So so I think that's pretty much it, gang. This goes live May 4th, 3rd, I believe. We got to look here. May 3rd is when it goes live. So there you go. Well, hey, gang, if you got any questions, give me a holler. Otherwise, it's good chatting with you. I will be back next Monday, every Monday at 5 o'clock, and that will be the 18th. So hope you're doing well, and I will chat with you later. Take care.